Alright lads, so the 10th anniversary has officially begun, and with that we now have access to our 10th anniversary point event. It's only here for a week, so you definitely want to be farming this throughout the duration, especially because the max rewards that you can get go upwards to 15 million points. Now truthfully though, the main rewards are at 2 million and also 5 million points, because at 5 million points, you do get access to a technique special move source. Keep in mind though, because it is currently only available for a week, for the casual player, 15 million points is quite the investment, but if you do complete extra quests 1 and also 2, we do get access to the Ultra Extra Quests. That will give you 500,000 points, which we are going to do in today's video. But on the 25th, once you complete Extra Quest 3 and also 4, you'll then get access to another Ultra Quest to once more give 500,000 more points. That should hopefully allow you to get to the milestone that you want to go to. So it is pretty cool that they do include that. And also, most importantly, one thing to also consider that we are going to talk about in this video is that this point event does include extra stages. Now, thus far from me playing, there's 3 different type of extra stages. One that offers gold, one that offers Hogakus, and one that offers Hogaku Wills. Ultimately, for most of us, this isn't anything super crazy, but as you're manually farming the point event, especially past 10 million points, 15 million points, the main reason why you would be actively farming the point event is, of course, for summon tickets. So these extra gold, Hogakus, Hogaku Wills can be seen as a bonus. And since the quest itself can actually similarly drop a decent amount of gold, using a coin farm team doesn't sound like a bad idea. In fact, I've been already doing that, and I've already gained around 200 million gold. Now, to be fair, gold in this game isn't hard to farm, but if you are constantly transcending and working on your account, you will find yourself needing to farm gold every now and then. So being able to just farm the point event and also stack up a lot of gold doesn't sound too bad. So with that said, let's go ahead and complete the extra Ultra Nightmare quest. This way we will get our 500,000 points and get access to our technique special move source. Hopefully you logged in yesterday because we did, or by the time I upload this 2 days ago, hopefully you logged in on the 21st to get access to the power special move source. So 2 special move sources in the course of a day is actually pretty good. And right after we get this, we are, oh, hold on, that's crazy damage. Right after we clear this quest, we are going to talk about the best characters to use currently that exist in the game right now. So let's go ahead and Soul Bomb. We'll let the Soul Bomb play out. There we go, absolutely amazing Soul Bomb. And with that, we are getting our 500,000 points, which is going to get us our technique special move source. There we go. So to recap yesterday's video, when we did go over the best time to use special move sources, I'll keep it simple right now. The best times to use a special move source is when your character is special level 1. For example, Arskin. Your first slot is always going to be spiritual pressure or attack, and getting that second transcendent slot will allow you to unlock the focus slot, which overall increases your damage output. When it comes to raising your special move level, the big thing is the damage output the character does get, and the biggest damage increases are of course the first duplicate and also the final duplicate. So using Soifon as an example, I would never recommend using it on this character, but if I was to get her final copy, that would then unlock her 6th slot, where we can potentially get 500 additional spiritual pressure to further increase the character's damage output. So personally, when it comes to using special move sources, I only like to use it when the character is special level 1, if they're really good and new, or to get that final copy and therefore max transcend them. And when it comes to characters existing in the game right now, what technique character really is worth using your special move source on? And weirdly enough to say this, I don't think there's a single character that is worth using it on right now. Ultimately, use it on the character you play with a lot, right? But in terms of really good value, right now, Grimmy is the best character in the technique attribute, and he's a very good character, especially with duplicates. But we are currently at a point where he is now a filler during the 10th anniversary, and he's also premium, so I'm kind of less inclined to use a move source on him right now, assuming I had not had this character max transcended. But if you did have a special level 4 Grimmy and you're done summoning on the 10th anniversary banner, I guess he isn't the worst character to use it on, even if I personally wouldn't. Other than that though, again, there's really no other character. Driscoll, Sun, and also Arskin are decent characters that released earlier this year, but nothing super amazing that I would go out my way to use a special move source on them. Personally, I know I did use a move source on Giselle when she first released, but she is reaching that point where she is going to become a filler in the next month or 2. Our next 1000 year Blood War banner, post 10th anniversary, has a pretty good chance of featuring this character as a filler. So because of that, she's going to become a bit more common, so less reasons to use a move source on her. And because we've yet to get a new 1000 year Blood War technique character, a limited unit that's super new, likely we are going to get that in part 2 of the anniversary, I would recommend saving it for that character. But even then, while it isn't guaranteed, no harm in waiting, I'm pretty sure the upcoming technique character for part 2 of the anniversary is going to be a Brave Battle character. And you know, if you don't care about Brave Battles all that much, less reason to use a move source on a Brave Battle character. So with that in mind, I just think it's worth saving this special move source right now until we get our next broken technique character. Hopefully it be for a unit that is fun and just in general really good. Likewise, it's important to note, like we did mention yesterday, or at least as of me recording this, it was yesterday, EX skills are also now a thing. The more duplicates you get into this character, the more you raise their special level, the higher the percentage of their EX skill that they do offer as a soul trait. So going forward to the future, I think the only characters we should be using special move sources on, at least the best potential options from a meta standpoint, it would be characters with EX skills because they have more value per duplicate. Not only is the character getting better by, increasing their special move level, they're also offering really good skills to any character in the attribute. Now, it's my assumption, my thought process, is that we are going to get a power, heart, and technique character in part 2 of the anniversary. That way, we are going to have a character in every attribute that introduces a new EX skill. We had a speed and mind character for part 1, so it makes sense we are going to get a heart, power, and technique character for part 2. Now, power we know is going to be a no affiliation character, so they're likely going to be a spiritual pressure unit, and it really comes down to whether this Brave Battle character is going to be a heart character or a technique character. If the upcoming Brave Battle character is a heart unit to potentially counter Mila Rose, then that means the spiritual pressure unit of the banner, the second one, is going to be a technique character, and this technique move source will hypothetically most likely be really good to use it on them. But at the same time, my thought process is that we've yet to get a character that counter Askin, who right now can use boosts freely as much as he wants to. So I think it's more likely we're going to get a technique character that can block Askin's boosts, and if that Brave Battle character is technique, it gives you less reason to use a move source on them. So personally, I think we should just be saving our technique move sources, unless again you have a favorite character that you want to dupe out, which by all means go ahead. For me, I'm saving it for our next broken technique spiritual pressure unit. Could be in part 2, but I think the technique character is going to be a Brave Battle character, which personally, I'm not interested in using special move sources on them. Even if their EX skill is good, it's likely probably going to be normal attack damage. But going back into the point event, what we have here is the team that I'm currently using to farm this event. So what we've gone ahead and done here is set up a coin farming team. All characters here increase our coin drop by 100%. That is through their attainable skills. And then we're also using accessories and also links, which we can further improve upon with 5-star plus accessories. This definitely isn't the max that I possibly can get on my account, but these accessories and links are all increasing the amount of coins that we can get. I'm choosing to use personally Menina, the swimsuit version, because she is max transcended. Point events in general are easier. Maybe you shouldn't farm the human point event because the enemies themselves can actually reliably kill your characters, right, if they aren't worked on. But if I'm farming the point event a lot, I might as well get extra gold out of the way too, because there are extra stages, right? Like we mentioned, there are 3 that I personally know of: Hogaku's, Wills, and also coins. No guarantee you ever get it in your 10 times run, but whenever you do get the coin drop extra stage, you do get 10 million coins, and any extra coin characters you have, that's going to be further increased for me, I believe, upwards to like 75 million just from a point event run. And you can potentially get more because you can get the coin extra stage twice, 3 times maybe, in a 10 times run. So it's a pretty cool idea, especially if you are a new player too, right? More reasons to farm the point event, something that you're doing anyway. We just got another extra stage. This is something that you're doing anyway, so being able to get extra rewards, like for example, right now we got a Hogaku. If we pause and check, 20 Hogakus, like, new players need those items, and point event right now is the best event to farm, like always. So being able to get more Hogakus and Wills should allow new players, which there are plenty of starting during the anniversary, to have an easier time maxing out your characters. Even though you can get a decent amount of Hogakus and Wills through the Consultory Bonanza, it's still a great way to get items nonetheless. So if we have a look, we did get Hogaku times 20. Fortunately, no other extra stage here, and we also only got 800,000 coins. But if we did get an extra stage, that would again go up to around 80 million. So let's go ahead and try that again. The rate for the gold doesn't seem super high, but especially as if you grind out 15 million points, if you are trying to get every reward possible, you know, you are going to get the gold on quite a lot. I've gotten it personally quite a few times, and most of my farming that I have done thus far was not with the coin team, so I didn't get to take advantage of the coins that I did get, and we are taking so many hits. Again, realistically, you should be farming the other attribute. Don't do this one, because the human enemies can be quite annoying. I'm only doing this right now because Mini is quite a safe character when on auto. Not the fastest, but a safe character nonetheless. And she does have attribute advantage against the bosses. So no extra stage there, unfortunately. Let's just kill the SA1. Do we get the coin drop? Let's find out. So no coins there, no extra stage in this one. Again, the rate isn't super high, but it will happen quite often. Let's just jump to when we actually do get the coin extra stage. All right, so it seems like we finally got an extra stage, and we do get the coins in the first one. So you can see that in the top right, we do have 10 million coins, and then we are going to further enhance that with the fact that we do have a coin drop characters. It took quite a while, truth be told. So it's not like it's a super reliable way to farm coins, but again, it's kind of seen as a bonus on top of farming something that you're usually doing the point event. So if we have a look at the coins that we do get, we got 74 million coins, at least when I'm using my personal coin team. And it's probably worth mentioning, within each extra stage, the gold, wills, and also Hogokus, there also can be a rare drop where you get even more than you potentially normally get. So in this case, while editing the video, I just got almost 400 million gold in one 10 times ticket, which is absolutely crazy. I would hope this becomes a permanent addition, because it's just seen as a bonus, right? It doesn't hurt the point of it by being a permanent addition. And for those that do need it, you do benefit quite a bit. And it would make farming gold pretty much a lot easier, because you're farming the point event probably quite a lot. Again, I pretty much almost close to doubled my gold today just by farming the point event, which is pretty cool, because I will be doing a lot of transcending throughout this anniversary. But either way, lads, that's the video for today, going over the 10th anniversary point event. Like always, point event is definitely worth farming, especially right now. You only have a week to try and get to 15 million points. But most importantly, get to 5 million, get that technique special move source, use it on your favorite character, or what I personally recommend, save it for the next big, broken, powerful, hopefully fun technique unit. We could potentially get that during the part 2 of the anniversary, which will be getting announced on the 28th. But there's also a good chance that that character is going to be a Brave Battle unit, which I and many others probably will not be using that special move source. So hold on to it for our next broken EX skill character, because obviously duplicates on an EX skill unit is actually really good and valuable. And that's likely what I'm going to be doing. If you want to, though, at the same time, farm the point event with coin drop characters, at least included in your team. The second and third character in particular, your first unit, the one that's autoing, doesn't need to be a coin drop unit, but every now and then you will get the coin drop extra stage, and it just gives you millions of extra coins. Likewise, if you're in need of Hogokus and Hogoku wills, again, more reason to fund the point event, just in case you do get lucky and get those along the way. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Let me know in the comments below what characters you'll be using your special move source on. Take care, and peace.